Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Oh, shit.
That could have been catastrophic.
Dude, keep that in there, Brian. I know, right? Good thing when Brian never came back, when I were drinking his, well, I'm drinking it. Did you bring those?
I brought these.
Got it from here.
No, I brought these. Ooh, you
like
just got beer all over your new kicks. That's suede.
That's that spicy Alka-Seltzer, huh?
I've narrowed it down. Like I said, I think it's a fucking seltzer drink that has beer flavor instead of mango flavor.
Yours is mango?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if you were to have a seltzer,
Oh yeah. Like I
because
feel like
they have like you feel like you're waiting for that fruit, but it's not. It's like
Yeah.
a half-assed beer flavor. You're like, ugh.
I like that salmon shirt, sexy.
Salmon. I got a stain on it when I was eating
damn
my
it.
fucking
Should we edit
lettuce
that?
wrap burger. No, I'll keep the mic in front of it. Fucking works. I'm getting tired of those.
Those what?
Those fucking lettuce wrap burgers. I feel like that's the only thing I can eat.
Did you go to the one I told you?
No.
What the
No.
fuck, man?
I just ate before we went down there.
I thought you mentioned because you were hungry.
I'm starving all day long. I'm fucking hungry all day long, man.
You ate before you came to the job site?
Like an hour or so.
Oh.
I'm starving all the time.
Are you hungry right now?
Fuck, I'm dying. I just ate before we came here, but I feel like I'm just starving myself. I'm not dieting. I'm just starving. But I'm losing the weight.
Yeah.
Fucking guts going away.
Well, you know where one of the bosses showed up at the job where I was at today on the east side. He was like, "Hey, when we get, let's figure out a time when we can, get this guy some lunch or whatever." That was today. Your boy eats once a day. They brought that famous fucking barbecue, and I got to see everybody eat.
Oh, you didn't have any of it? Can't because it has sugar all over from the barbecue sauce, huh?
Although I think it's kind of weird because I do eat once a day, but also I'm not counting calories. I'm not counting. I mean, I try to keep it low carb, but it's like I can go and have for like since I'm eating one time a day, I can go and like eat all the diet stuff that I buy. But also I can go like, oh, tonight I'm gonna have sushi because it's still one time. So,
So you don't eat all day, though.
So I'm still no, but I'm still losing weight, or at least I'm not gaining anything back. That's what I'm trying to say. So it kind of works. The fact that it's like I do one time. It sucks to, but you know what the thing is? Like if I am like if I'm not busy, like if I'm not running a machine, then the day is longer.
Of course.
Like if I'm holding like a shovel for this guy right here and I'm spotting for him and then I do this over here and then I do that over there, then it's like I'm starving. And then you look at your time, it's like 10 o'clock. It's like Jesus. But if I'm like putting my cup in there and I'm just like doing whatever you saw me doing, and it's like next thing I know it's like, oh, it's 1:30 and I still have half of my coffee
right.
ready to go.
What's in the coffee? Sugar?
No, I don't put anything now.
You don't do anything
Well, I
now,
do.
you-
Okay, see, another one. I do the creamer, sugar-free.
Oh, it is sugar-free, though, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's all. But I don't... Remember how we used to talk about the Splenda shit? I don't do that anymore.
You don't do that anymore?
My mom is happy about it. It's like, oh, stop putting chemicals in you.
Yeah, shit's bad, dude.
I know.
Shit's bad.
Speaking of parents, I forgot that. Remember I texted you? I'm like, dude, I just had a conversation with my father because I told him that I was going to go.
Oh, yeah,
And here's the thing. I call him. And then when he picks up and he goes, what's up? And instantly presses the video button. Mm-hmm. So then my phone goes like they're waiting for my video. It's like, where are you? I can see you. I'm like,
God
fuck.
damn
I'm
it.
like, Dad, why you want to see me? I'm like, I gotta put a hat on and shit. And then and then obviously the video go on, no shirt on.
Him or
Yeah,
you?
him.
You should do it, too, one time.
Be like, what's up, Dad?
He's like, oh, you looking good.
You're like, he's my dad, so look at them titties, huh?
Yeah.
You didn't leave with those.
Where's your mom?
He's like, how's it going? Who's over there? Like he's on the phone. He's all tilt the phone. Let me see what's behind you.
Fuck.
You know what? You know what I wish we did now. Now that we're talking about going back to Mexico, I'm going back with my sister and my mom, which we are the ones that came here
Yeah.
21 years ago. So now I wish we had a picture that we took when we left,
You don't have any pictures?
like at the airport.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
That'd be cool, but I don't.
Well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Huh?
I'm sorry, it's a fucking comment that went nowhere, but it would have been cool.
I mean, what was I supposed to say? I'm like, oh, you have one? Oh, we should recreate one. Maybe you can pay a family to stand in there like, yes, this was us.
Dude, I remember. I know I've said it before, but when I left, the day that I left, everything was chill until I saw my dad. And then by the time my dad hugged me, I started crying because I was like
Well,
the whole time.
You didn't want to go, did you?
No,
You didn't?
I almost didn't come, dude. Can you imagine?
Really?
I would have been lost, dude. Right now,
You'd have found your way.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But like, we all know, school wasn't my thing. That was the reason why my mom was like, I gotta get this motherfucker out of here. I was like,
Wow, could you imagine if you hadn't gone? You would have never learned English probably, right?
Well, English has always been easy for me, but I would have never have done it like the way I'm doing it right now, which
Right.
is, I mean, I do English 24/7 unless I talk to my mom
Right.
or some people at work. But other than that, I came in with like basic English.
How long did you work on it before you moved here?
I think I went to school to learn and also took some subjects, but I think I did it for a year.
So in school, you have English,
Yeah.
where we have Spanish. Same
Yeah.
thing.
You talking about here or there?
there?
Oh, there? There I took, back when I was a good boy and I was going to private schools when I was in kindergarten, they were teaching me English.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. They would do like things, kind of like what I do to Dre, actually. They would pull out a card and everybody would do like, hey, or like elephant, chicken, or yellow, whatever.
Right.
And then you started, hi, how are you? You would have like a song in English. But like ever since I was in
What was the song?
kindergarten. It was
Take me down to the paradise city where the grass
it was
is
hello.
green.
I want you to tell me your name.
Oh, Donna. Is that what it was?
No, I think I can actually remember it. It was I think it was good morning, and how are you today? Good morning. I am very well.
I am very gay. That's how
I
it should
am
have
very dumb. And then I learned, dude. But it's the same thing because if you think about it, my sister came here when she was 8, no English whatsoever.
Right.
And being surrounded by friends and shit, then you start picking it up. Especially, they say that the younger you are, the easier it gets.
The easier it
Very
is.
serious.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she was like from having a friend, it would translate everything for her. In a blink of an eye, dude, she was
Does she still speak Spanish?
She speaks Spanish, kind of broken, but she speaks Spanish. Same with my little brother. My little brother will understand, but just.
Well, he was born here, though, right?
Yeah.
So, but he does speak Spanish.
But my mom, it's kind of weird. Like a lot of people will judge us because we're so used to being bilingual per se that like my mom and her husband speak to my little brother in English. And now he understands because they obviously speak Spanish.
Right.
And when I'm there, both of them and me, we speak Spanish. So he kind of knows, but he won't. Like he said, obviously says that like the swear words, obviously, but he'd rather just do English.
When your mom gets upset, does she go Spanish mode?
Oh,
when
yeah,
she's
for
whooping
sure.
his ass?
Oh yeah.
So that's probably where he learned all
Yeah,
that.
for
right?
sure, for sure, for sure. He's such a pain in the ass, dude. 18 years old. He wants to work. It's scary because he has sleep apnea,
That's right. You were saying that.
and he likes to drive, and he has a heavy foot. And my mom, that's all she thinks about.
Just him driving around and falling asleep,
Yeah.
huh?
But my little brother.
It's not sleep apnea. It's sleep apnea is the one when you can't breathe when you're sleeping. Right?
Yeah, he has that too.
Oh, I thought
Narcissist?
narcolepsy.
Yeah.
Narcolepsy
no,
is
no,
where
no,
you
no.
just fall asleep.
No, I don't think he has that. But I know
I
he
think
has.
that's right. Or is that where you fuck dead bodies? Narcolepsy?
No, that's
Necrophilia. Yeah. Okay. I hope your brother doesn't have that.
Don't get me mistaken for that. What? No, but I think
The
he's
dead
like,
feet.
But they're all cold and shit. No, but I think my little brother's more of a, hey mom, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go drive around, and you're like who does that shit?
Drive around?
I'm just gonna go drive.
I would only do that if I was like upset
Yeah.
when I was younger, if I was like pissed off or like something was on my mind, but it was never like a daily thing.
Yeah, like I got nothing to do.
I got nothing to do. There's nothing on TV. I'm gonna go drive around, especially with gas prices right now. Like, who the fuck does that?
But that's what I
Your
think.
mom's like, he's running us out of house and home. I can't afford him to just drive around
He just does a donut
all the way around the
And he
neighborhood.
gets stopped and he goes, nobody talks to me. No, but every time he sees, like every time he says these things, like I look at my mom and I go, and my mom is just whatever, dude.
What do you think he's doing?
I don't know.
He's not into drugs, right?
No,
Doesn't do drugs.
no.
He's beating off.
But he's just, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
At 18,
but I don't
how
know.
often were
like
you beating
like
off?
in his car? I mean, I guess I did it in my Yukon.
Did it in the work
No,
truck.
motherfucker, don't say that.
He did it in the
Stop
work truck.
saying that, dude.
God damn it.
When I got high, when I went back to Company 1, the safety guy came up to me and he goes, yeah, I heard what you were doing in the crew truck. I'm like, hey, I wasn't, dude. I will get out and take care of it. God damn it. Fucking Justin. Yo, we got the Derby tomorrow, son.
Oh, yeah, we do, don't we? Yo, what time? Is it like 7, I think?
Yeah, but I was talking to Mariah and she was like, what time are you gonna be there? I was like, I'll try to be there around 4-ish, 5-ish.
4?
Because no, you don't have to, because the thing starts at 7. So we do have to, obviously we're gonna have to meet in order to go inside.
Well, you have my ticket,
Yeah.
so.
But the thing is, what her and I wanted to do was like enjoy the fair.
Oh, there's a fair.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So apparently with the ticket, because that was another thing.
Oh, so we were invited to that part. That's just a you and Mariah did.
No, because I didn't know, because I knew for a fact that Dre was going because his wife posted it on social media, and I was like, "Are you guys going to this?" And she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, and then that's when I thought, "Oh, Dre's going." But when I bought the tickets, I didn't know, there was like a confusion. People like were talking because they didn't know if buying the tickets of the Derby was gonna allow you to go to the fair, because for the fair it's another ticket.
Oh, okay. So it's a separate fucking deal then.
But you can answer that.
no.
Okay, but she put her on blast.
She hung up.
She went away. Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Hi, sorry, but dial.
Oh, okay. I was going to say we're recording. You're on the podcast, so don't say anything filthy or racist.
Oh, right, like I would. Whoa. The only thing I have to say is go Niners. And
Oh, yeah. Go Niners. Yeah.
right there. I've already posted on Mr. Angel's Facebook. There is the most bizarre sounding thunder at my house. It's like somebody's taking a tarp and flipping it, and it's just constant. It is so bizarre.
Angel's
Standing
ass
out
sounds
great.
like that sometimes.
That's right.
Maybe.
Okay.
Bizarre. All right.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace out.
See you later, Mom.
Go. Hey, maybe I say peace.
Peace.
Love you.
Hell yeah. So what were we talking about? My little brother, I guess.
No, the fair.
Yeah, the fair. So, but it's so talking to Mariah, she was like, "Well, what time are you gonna go?" And I said, "Well, I don't know if our tickets allow us to go into the fair." And then she actually sent me a screenshot that I guess I sent her, and she like circled the fact that it says, basically with this ticket you can go in the fair.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking we can go. Maybe we can get some drinks.
So we all have to meet up then because you have all the tickets on your phone. Okay, so.
But I can I don't know if you're planning on going to the fair.
Well, we would have to now. So what are you gonna leave and come out so I can get back in?
That's what I don't know how it goes.
This is your first time, huh?
It's my first time there.
Just saying. Okay, well, let's all figure out a time and we'll meet there. 'Cause I'm sure we'd all like to go to the fair as well.
That'd be cool.
Drink some beers. Some
Cotton candy, son.
$1,000 beers.
Funnel cake.
Some funnel cake.
What are the fries? They're potatoes, but they're like all in a spiral.
Spiral potatoes. I don't know if they have a word for it.
I thought they had a.
I don't know.
Rednecks gotta have a word for them.
Probably, right?
Derby taters.
Those are derby taters. That's a good one. That's a good one. So what else is at the fair? The corn dogs.
Corn dogs, dude.
Corn dogs. My buddy Corn Dog might be there.
What's another?
So corn dogs, funnel cakes. They'll have hot nuts.
They gotta have cotton candy, obviously. They gotta
Right.
have popcorn, I'm sure.
They usually have fucking candied apples and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
That's how I call your rump, is a candied apple.
a candy apple.
Candy apple ass.
Probably. I think they'll have hot dogs.
Corn dogs. They might have a hot dog. You know they have corn dogs.
Corn dogs for sure. I haven't been in a fair in so long.
Really?
Have you?
We went to the this Utah County Fair a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not like a tradition. It's not like we go every single year because it's always a shit show.
Yeah.
It's just so many fucking people. Obviously, when COVID hit, that shit kind of went to the back seat. But they always have those things like, come see the world's largest alligator. And you're like, well, that's not that big, right? And it doesn't do nothing.
Through a magnifying glass.
It just sits there, right? It doesn't even
not
move.
alive.
Like, I want to watch it eat a fucking dog or something. That'd be great. Right? And then they have, like, the spook alleys and stuff like that. You wouldn't go in there, would you?
Fuck no.
God damn it. Would you go on one of those rides?
Probably not.
Neither would I.
Well, you wouldn't go because you're grossed out. I wouldn't go because I was like,
No, because I'll go to Lagoon. I'll ride those rides, but that's like a real fucking legit amusement park.
Yeah.
This
You
is
don't
not
trust
some fucking. You know they don't take
just-
drug
they
tests.
just put it together
They
for
just
that
put it
day.
together from the tractor trailer that
Derby.
showed up for the Derby, right? They didn't double check the pins and tighten down to fucking torque specs and shit. Some fucking toothless bastard with fucking.
They look at how many bolts they got left. They go,
It's awesome.
he's all shaking it. So, it's
Seems good. Carnies, man. Fucking carnies.
Live music. They gotta have live music. Live music is good.
Yeah, but let's be honest. If it's gonna be there, it's gonna
Florida,
get
Georgia
down,
line.
turn around, go to
Florida, Georgia
town,
line.
boot, scoot, boog. No, not even Florida,
Shout out to
Georgia
your
line.
wife.
Would show up to the fucking
Your
Weaver
wife's like,
County.
"What?" The only one enjoying it. We're like, what the fuck is this garbage? Yeah, dude, get down, turn around.
Boot, scoot, boog. You know, doing the line dance and shit. I'm like, hey, that's gonna fuck up my Nikes. Don't do that shit.
Yo.
All this dirt.
Yo, great question. I've been wondering that myself.
I thought when I was getting dressed, I was like, what am I gonna wear to the Demolition Derby?
I'm sure it's all
Because there's
dirt.
gonna be all rednecks, right?
Are we gonna wear work boots?
Like, imagine if I went in this. Oh, come on. I'm wearing salmon shoes and a salmon shirt. They're gonna think I'm holding onto your belt loop, right? Wear your work boots.
That's what I was. Did I wear those 5 days a week, dude? You motherfucker.
Sometimes
By
6.
the way, you came over to the job site, and I see you get out of your truck, and I'm like, this motherfucker wears his Nikes to work?
Wouldn't you? If you work in the office?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you wear your
I just
Nikes?
need to know, like, at what level you're, like, here, you're cut off. Like, you have to wear your steel toes. That's what, I mean, obviously, when you go to the field, yeah.
I just keep them in the back seat. But when
Yeah.
I'm in the office, I wear comfortable shoes.
Nice.
I ain't wearing those boots.
He's gone country. Look at them boots.
I didn't even know that. I just knew he's gone country. I didn't know the next line. Congratulations, my friend.
Alan Jackson, my friend.
Is it Alan Jackson?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay. What other country songs do you know?
There was a guy. Oh, a few. There was a guy that I used to work with long time ago, and he would sing that song, and then he's like, "Oh, look what he's gonna." You know how the Yin Yang Twins got like, "Huh?" You know, this Alan Jackson. I guess his thing is like, "Hey." He does shit like that.
Oh,
like,
yodels,
singing
huh?
that song.
Oh, okay.
I know that one. We talked about this before, right? So Johnny Cash, we don't count it as.
I don't count
That's
that
kind
as
of more like
country.
a folklore kind of thing.
Bluesy, kind of. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Like,
Folklore kind of thing. I know. What's that one?
you and me go fishing in the dark.
I know pieces of that one. That's how much I don't know country. I know pieces of that
Just
one.
a little bit, right?
What's the other one? I know Big and Rich. I like Big and Rich. Big and Rich, but that's fun country.
What is Big and Rich?
Some people think it's not. Like save a horse, ride a cowboy. You know that one? Huh?
I think I've heard it, but I wouldn't know
Yeah.
enough. I wouldn't know enough about
I know
it.
all that. The first album was. I have it. I like it because it's fun country.
Okay.
What's the other one? The honky tonk, but donkey tonk. Have you heard that one?
I
Keeping
think
perfect
so.
rhythm makes you wanna swing along. Got it going on.
You look at
like
you.
Donkey Kong. Ready? And woo shut my mouth. Slap your grandma.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah, dude.
Who even is that?
That's that's the guy that does the. That's the guy that does the commercials for the veterans.
Jeff Foxworthy.
No.
Oh, shit.
What's his name? He has a deep voice. He was in
Sam Elliott.
Tracy Atkins.
Oh, okay.
I was talking about a country singer.
I don't fucking
son.
said deep voice. We're dressed like a cowboy. I don't fucking know.
He sings the honky tonk, but donkey tonk.
We all know that. I got friends.
And loads.
We all know that
I
shit,
only
right?
know pieces of it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Right?
Country. I guess you can do oh, my exes live in Texas.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Now, Texas is the place
I really love to be, or something like that. Whatever. Obviously, we don't know which one's right.
We don't. You know who I always see shit of? Like, I always see it on the fucking banners of rednecks trucks. And we saying rednecks in the most polite way,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Like,
Is that Hellbach?
yes, let's be honest.
Shout out, hey, I'm wearing a hat.
But like, I see it on the top of their windows. It's all, just Ledoux it.
Chris Ledoux.
Chris Ledoux.
Didn't
Tell
he
me
die?
one Chris Ledoux. Yeah. Tell me one Chris Ledoux song, though. Neither could I. And that's like the Bible from what I understand, to country music.
Yeah. How did he die?
I just know he's not
I
alive.
don't know if it was young, old.
What about Randy Travis? Do you know any Randy Travis
No,
songs?
yeah,
I'll bet Quinn is just screaming at the top of his fucking lungs.
What? Yeah. What was that guy that kid that I called at the Outlaw? What was the name of it? What the fuck did I say? Clean Black.
Clint Black, yeah. Again,
I don't know.
Neither do I, dude.
wouldn't
I know
know.
their names.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't tell you a
I
single
can actually
fucking song.
pinpoint him. I can be like, this is this. But I wouldn't know any song, dude. It's crazy. But I'm sure we're going to listen to a few of those.
Oh, we're gonna be forced to.
Especially if we're gonna go, like, I think, because back when I was hanging around with Cody Watkins and he was doing all of those, like, you go to the pits, like when they're fixed, because so they'll have a round where the cars will go out and they will go at it, like I'm talking about the Derby, and then whoever wins, they go back to the pits and they try to fix the car, so it's less fucked up. It's less fucked up
Yeah,
for
you
the
making it to the next round. right?
round. So when you go there, everybody's blasting that shit, dude. Everybody's
Oh, so okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
For what?
Randy Travis.
Okay.
Ready? Forever and ever, amen. I've heard that song.
I've heard it.
How about well, I don't know, deeper than the holier.
Holy shit. That's sexual.
Sounds
here.
pretty sexual, right?
With my sister. Wait, what?
So maybe I do know a song, right? What's the other guy?
Better than me. Clint Black.
Oh, here we go, right here. Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson. Yeah, he's gone country. It's got to be one of them.
Living in Love. Okay, well, this is a horrible segment. Right?
There was
Have you ever been to a demolition derby? Like here?
yeah. Like I
You
said
have?
with Cody, I used to, because Cody used to be in them.
Oh, really?
So yeah, like when I first started at Company One, like I was a part of the whole process. He would call.
You're part of the pit crew.
Like he would call. No, but like when it comes to him building the car, like he would go and find a fucking
Part of the pit crew.
$400 car.
Yeah.
And then he will tear all apart.
Yo, they make bank
Yeah.
in those things. You cut them off right at the headers, pull them up so they're loud as fuck.
Then you start and like you put two.
No, a lot of them
cables
have
together.
fucking. I
No,
mean,
they don't.
some of them have a key to it. It's easier to turn a key when you're getting your shit fucked up than trying to fucking hotwire a fucking vehicle. Because sometimes they die out there.
Yeah.
When you get hit, and then you got to try and restart it before
Yeah.
some redneck comes and fucks you up.
So they have like a. You
We're
know
gonna
the-
have to document this, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You know how they have those stakes that we use for grades. Mm-hmm. So they'll have that like the on the side of it, and as soon as they're hit and then they can't do it anymore, like their car won't go anymore, so they'll break it so everybody
'cause you
else
get-
knows
you
he's
get-
out.
You get penalized if you hit a guy that
There's
doesn't have
rules
a
in this,
flag.
motherfuckers.
Oh yeah,
all right.
This
It's not
isn't-
just. Also, you cannot hit the door of the driver.
right. You can hit everything
You can
except
hit
for the
everything
door of the
but
driver.
the door. Look at these regulars getting their shit together,
Yeah, dude. Fucking that. It's just like professional
We
sports.
might be drinking Mountain Dew, but we know our shit. We're like, goddamn, dude. Safety first.
Our cousin and my sister might be related, but we know our shit.
We wear a condom. Dude, we're gonna
There's,
get,
dude,
we're gonna get fucking annihilated when we get there.
There's something, and as a hiring manager to where we work, if a guy walks into our office and he's got Wranglers on and like a button-up silk shirt and cowboy boots, I hire him immediately.
Oh, yeah.
They're the hardest working fucking people. They never have excuses.
You should be like, let me see your hands.
Let me see your hands. They're all, you can see the dirt inside there, and I'm like, you're hired.
You see that fucking 10W40 or whatever? They're like-
WD-40?
the oil.
Yeah, WD-40. Oh, 10W30 oil.
30, yeah.
I gotcha.
So he was like,
Motor oil.
you see like
Transmission
you see like the
fucking-
peaks and mountains and hair and all that kind of
Yeah.
shit, dude. You see a fucking half of a Band-Aid, they're like, this motherfucker knows
Yep.
what he's doing.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, if somebody comes in and they have a nice pair of Nikes, I think twice before I hire those motherfuckers. And I'm being honest.
I know.
Being honest.
When someone shows up in like a souped up Subaru, you're like,
Yeah.
This is not for you, then.
Exactly.
It's not for you,
This
son.
is not your life, man. Some of the no, I take that back because some of those gearheads, they're hard workers. You know what I mean? Like gearheads
On
that are
their
way
car,
into their
though.
cars and shit. No, those guys have to have something to fucking build their car up. So they're usually hard
I
workers.
guess you would know more than me, because I don't fucking.
But you can tell a lot from an individual just by what they wear. If they're early, or if they're right when they get there, or if they're late. If they're late, I don't hire them.
Now it's oh, that's a good one.
Yep.
That's a good one. Yeah.
If they're late, I don't hire them.
Huh.
I tell them I'll call you and let you know, and I never call them back.
So
If you can't show up on time to the first time you're trying to impress somebody, you'll never impress me.
did you so it's every single, obviously taking out the people having there the longest. Has anybody else has gone through you that's working right now?
What do you mean?
Like the new people, you've hired every single one of them.
Everybody on the construction side?
And the reason why I'm saying this is because and the job site that we were at today, they're paving today and tomorrow. And I was talking to the grader guy that's there. You know who that is.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what I asked him. I was asking him something completely different, and he took it as if I was asking something else, and he said, no, these are all new kids. Like, I don't, like, on the paving side.
Yeah.
These are all new. Like, I have no idea who they are. Like, he says, I know that person and that person, but everybody else, like, I have no idea. So they all have gone through you.
All of them. Every single one of them. I think there's 2 that the other guy.
Imagine if we got the bounty for it. I know, but I'm saying imagine that.
Imagine that, right? Imagine that. They come through every day and I'm like, well, there's a wasted one because they don't know anybody that works there, right? Because we hand that out as much as we possibly can. But speaking of, somebody tried to slide one in the door the other day. I'm like, what is this shit? What is this shit? Snake in the grass.
He was telling me to talk to you.
We'll talk after this. Remind me. Remind me. We'll talk.
Okay. Sounds like I'm in trouble too.
Not you. Nobody's in trouble. Just don't try and fucking cheat me, motherfucker. So, what is with all the rainstorms in this monsoon season? It's like hot as balls, and then all of a sudden we get a little bit of rain, and then it stops, or it tells you it's gonna rain, and it don't rain.
Dude, today, I swear, it was fall in the morning.
Yeah, it's getting cold, isn't it?
Then he got summer, and like even before noon, we were like, Jesus. And by the way, I must say this, and I think I even have it for a dress español. I fucking hate. I personally, as a heavy equipment operator, I will hate to do asphalt. But shout out to those motherfuckers, dude. They're hard workers, and they're over there dealing with material that is 250 degrees hot.
Try 310.
In a 100 degree weather.
100 degrees, 101, whatever.
And they're and by laying asphalt, I mean these guys are shoveling. These guys are dealing with trucks. These guys are dealing with
I took my intern out and about, just trying to get him to know everybody, because I'll send him out alone to kind of
okay, I know what
take some things around, right? So I take him out to a that same crew that was up there on a different job. Yeah. And they were waiting for trucks. They're all laying under the shade, just waiting for trucks. And we're walking by. He's like, what is that sound? And it's all crackling.
Oh.
I'm like, that's the asphalt, bubbling, my friend. The water that gets on, it bubbles. It boils. Yeah. It's so fucking hot.
Oh, from the
roller. Yeah, putting water on there.
Yeah, it's like frying an egg.
He's like, holy shit, it's that hot. I says, dude, 300 degrees.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy, man.
Walking on top of that all day long.
All fucking day, dude. Every fucking tool they use gets heavier and heavier because that shit sticks to
their feet.
A shovel, their boots. Shout out to those motherfuckers, dude. And
it's a lifestyle.
I know that because I've met a couple. I know that there are people out there that are doing the asphalt and they've done it for 40 fucking years, dude.
Yeah.
I go, Jesus Christ. And there's one guy. I know who you, maybe you know who it is. There's one guy, and every time he sees me, he says, hey, what's going on? He talks to me. What's going on? And as far as I know, he's done it for 40 plus years. And every time I tell him and I ask him, I'm like, how the fuck you do? He said, dude, I love it. I fucking love it. I'm like, asphalt? I'm like, the only thing I like about asphalt is I like the way it smells.
Really?
Yeah. You don't?
No.
Oh, I love it on it.
But you know what I like the smell of it? When it gets milled up.
Yeah,
I like the smell of that burnt,
that smoky.
I like the smell of that. That does something to my little boo boo underneath.
Your clit. I like it too. I like that. Weird smells, dude. I like propane gas.
That smells bad.
I like gasoline. I know.
I love the smell of gas.
I know for my gas.
Well.
My ex loves the smell of diesel. Like if for some reason I got sprayed with diesel at work,
just getting down there, huh?
Something's happening, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're all spraying your shit all over.
I'm all hey, we're so here for the money. I'm all like this.
Oh Oh fuck.
Oh no, that's not. That's maniac.
Yeah.
When he fucking opens that thing of water. That I do like the smell. There's when you're digging trenches and there's you like let the dirt go.
Fresh dirt.
Yeah, and it hits this.
Yeah.
There's a smell to
There's
it.
a cold.
Also, yeah. Also, I guess it's the same thing as what you said when you're grinding the asphalt. Like when I'm going to cut into the asphalt with my bucket, that little when you scrape it, that little smell, you're like, oh, it smells good.
I like the
Look at
you rub your fingers.
Look at us getting the fucking erections over here, dude.
I like the smell of when it starts to rain. Like the smell of rain.
Yeah, okay.
Like I like that smell.
What about? Let me ask you this. Brian and I do this. When you get your shoes, do you smell them?
Absolutely.
Right?
Brand new shoes.
Isn't that weird?
Have you ever watched that chick on the
one that verifies
that works for fucking eBay?
Yeah. So
The verifies. She's all takes a big old hump. I'm like, you're so lucky.
You're all jacking up.
That's your porn. That's all sniffing fucking $1,000 Jordans.
You watch the video, smell your own shoes.
But do you think she sniffs ones that have already been wore, or she only sniffs the brand new ones? Like that chick's badass, but she's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's like not another one out there.
And then she does the something with her phone, and then she puts the little tag.
Yeah, so what she does is she puts the tag on it and she verifies it.
Yeah.
So what it does is it sends out a QR code, like a verification that these sneakers and just this tab on these are legit.
How do you learn that though?
I don't know. That chick, she'll show him. She's all, look at, see how it's double stitched. I'm all, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But it makes you wonder.
There's another.
Like, as much as I've been getting into sneakers and shit, and as long as I waited for shit to come from StockX, I learned some of the times those shoes are not legit.
Yeah, StockX
There's some
for
bullshit.
Yeah,
and I didn't know that.
yeah. I bought. I guess I can say it because
It doesn't matter.
He doesn't listen. My stepson's his birthday is coming next week, and I bought him a pair of shoes.
What'd
I'll show him.
What'd you get him?
Just some Air ones, but
Nice.
they're waterproof. Which, now that I think about it, is I'm like, well, he's in a wheelchair. It's not like he's gonna walk into a puddle, but
Still,
they're good looking. I like them.
all of the shoes I buy, I spray them with
Yeah,
the waterproof stuff.
you have it, huh?
Yeah, I always get a brand new can every
You
time.
tie your shoes? I never tie my
Never.
shoes.
Look at them.
Yeah.
Never. They always do this. One thing I like about my Jordans, the shoelaces come to the perfect length where I can let them come out, and they only hang out about this far. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, I don't like this, but that's all I can.
But I haven't tied a pair of shoes in. I couldn't tell you the last time I've tied a pair of shoes. This goes all the way back to junior high when I was rocking Airwalks. Mm-hmm. Remember Airwalks and Vans? Mm-hmm. I never tied shoes. I used to cut the laces, tie them like that in the back, and slip them on. I'll bet you I was 12 since the last time I tied a pair of shoes.
I have saved videos on my phone from Instagram about ways to do your laces.
I've seen those, yes. I've seen those.
I
There's
got
some cool
I got
ones
a
out
few.
there. Especially when you get a pair of shoes that have multiple pairs of laces. And I watch guys intertwine them. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Here we are talking about fucking shoes
I know,
again,
dude.
every
Everybody's got to
fucking
hate
time.
us. Sorry, guys. We should start another podcast about shoes. It'll be like 5 minutes long.
Imagine the people we could have on here, like people that there's quite a few
They
people
opened
out
another
here
store
that,
in Sandy.
absolutely.
Brian sent it to me, and then Dre sent it to me. They're like, dude, check this out. And I was like, there's one in Orem. I know there's a guy in Orem. We follow him on
I
on
follow
Instagram.
that guy too.
Brian has bought stuff from him.
Jesus, what the hell
that
is
rain?
that, dude?
Is that thunder?
Or is that the train? Why would they be loading? Because this is a UTA tracks.
Yo,
right
what's
here,
that
right?
building they're doing here?
I don't know. Everybody's all, this is horrible podcasting. You guys are
Everybody's
pointing
like,
like, what is this
why don't
over
you guys
here?
just do
What is
your-
this over here?
do your own
They
research
talk
before
about
you
shoes, for God's sakes. Just point to shit and say, what is this?
Well, they're building. I didn't know.
You know what I did?
What?
I bought the Patreon for King of the Sting.
And
It's good.
is it?
It's what you thought it would be.
Yeah.
It's way dirtier.
See?
Right? And then the fact that when the new episode comes out, even the regular ones, there's no ads, there's no, just right to it.
Yo, yeah, it's funny you say this. What if we did this every time you and I throw a fucking Patreon? We're wasted,
So
and our guest has to be wasted.
I bring this up because as I listen to the Patreon episodes, I'm like, oh, this is what it's about. Because there's no fucks. So what they do is, because it's only on Patreon and it doesn't go to YouTube, they play songs.
Oh,
They do shit that won't monetize you.
So let me.
And they talk shit.
So let me ask you this: Patreon, there's no video.
There is video, but
Oh,
you
it's
can
all
only get it through
on
the Patreon.
Patreon.
You can't. They don't load it to.
You can do songs, dude.
Yeah, because
I'm in.
there's nobody to demonetize you. You can put that shit out, but YouTube's the one that fucks you,
Yeah.
right? But because they put it out, like I listened to, they put one out a couple weeks ago, and they were listening to old school rap songs, and like a minute or two of each one, and they were just talking about some of the greatest rappers ever, and then just busting the balls of these guys, of these ones that come out in the 80s and 90s, and just, I was like, this is what it's about right here. Now I get it. Now I get what you can do. And because to me, Patreon was like, well, why would we do that when everybody can listen to us for free?
Yeah.
Well, now it doesn't go to YouTube. It goes to this other thing right here. So now I get it.
Honestly, it's like if you're gonna pay for it, that means you don't get offended. Like
Absolutely.
You actually want to listen.
You
to
bought it to listen to it. So, and it's the kind of things that we'll do on a Patreon are the kind of things that somebody that's going to buy that are going to be into as well.
Now I'm
right?
excited.
So now I get it. Now I get it. So
So when do we start?
I'm actually down. So we could just be like, this is Angel's dad's episode. We could take our shirts off. Shout out here. I have no shirts on. You could draw my eyebrows on, right?
Oh,
But I was
so
blown
funny.
away. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
And that's what, like $5 a month?
$5 a month. And I get 2 extra episodes,
Yeah.
and they're way longer than the other ones. They're like 2 hours.
Like imagine if we did, because I was actually thinking about this, dude. If we did that to where like we're wasted, like because obviously, here's the honest truth. When I come here and we have a guest like Mariah or like Dre or whatever, and I'm start.
That's
pounding,
when we get the most fucked up.
and I'm start
right?
pounding drinks. I swear to God, I go home and I'm like, I start thinking like, what the fuck did I say? And I wasn't drunk,
Right.
But I think you lose to
Yeah.
a point where you're just like, see, suck my ass, and then you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. No, I'm about it. We just have to figure out a time. If we did 2 a month, and I would just $5 a month.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, $5 a month, right?
Yeah.
So I'm game. I'm
Hell
game. Now that I know what you can get away with,
Yeah.
I'm game.
Hell yeah.
But we need somebody.
Who's done it?
Not that we don't need somebody that's done it. We need somebody. We'll talk later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
yeah.
Taking this to the next level. We're gonna get we're gonna show our butts.
Yo,
Wait, what?
before I drink any more beers, because you know how I get. I kind of
Mm-hmm.
get slurry when I start to come to this. I want to. We don't normally do this, but this one hits home to the other side of the Beehive. So, a follower of the podcast who is. I mean, he hits me up all the time. I know he listens to all the episodes. A good friend of mine that I grew up with, went to school with, and I hopefully he doesn't care. Well, I know he doesn't care. So, Justin Bingham. In fact, you met him at when we did Brian's, the IGY 622, at the
bar.
At the bar. We'd met him. He's an avid listener, a big follower since day one. So, I don't want to fuck this up. So let me his son-in-law, who is 23 years old. He's a dad, brand new dad. He's just been diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma cancer. Unfortunately, the statistics out there are 15% chance of survival if treatment is done right. There's a GoFundMe out there. Again, this hits home because anybody who has supported the podcast, that's family to us, right? And for him to have, a son-in-law that is going through this, and I know you're cool with this. I will post a link to the GoFundMe. Sure. Anything helps, right? Obviously, he's a husband, a son. He is a father. We joke about this, but I say keep him in your prayers. Think about him, think about his family. But we'll post a link to this GoFundMe. The reason this hits home to me is because when my aunt was going through her cancer, this guy was one of the biggest supporters of helping us out with doing the GoFundMe and all the things that we put out. This is the guy that helped me, and I owe everything to him for all the love that he showed us. So please, if you're another side of the Beehive family member, I will post the link. I'm going to do it with the episode, and then I'll probably do it like a couple of days after. But go help. His name is Preston Collins. It's medical expenses. And keep him in your thoughts, his family, and go help him out. Anything helps, everybody. Yeah. So spread the word. Please share it. Let's all put a little bit of effort into it. So I love you, Justin. I hope everything works out. Please let us know if you need anything at all. So just wanted to get that out there. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the support. And we'll do anything in our power to help out.
Absolutely.
We can blast that too. We can put it in our stories every day too.
Yeah.
And the Beehive should make a donation too.
Yeah.
We will.
We will. We will. But again, he helped us out so much with my aunt, and so I owe him more than I can explain. So keep an eye out for the link. We'll blast it out a few times, and if you have any questions, reach out to us. We can get you in touch with him, and we'll go from there. But love you much, Justin. Best luck.
Shout out to you. So changing on a little bit of subject, I watched. I started diving into Netflix to see what's out there, see what's new, and I got across Trainwreck.
Trainwreck. Was it about my life?
No, it was about mine. No, it was the what was the like the Lollapalooza of the 60s.
Oh yeah, I saw an ad for that. The Woodstock 99.
Woodstock 99. Dude,
is it pretty good?
It's pretty I think it's 3 episodes.
So and it's funny you say this. In 99, we all knew it was coming. I mean, it was a big deal for us as big music fans, right? A lot of the bands like Korn, Limp Bizkit, Metallica was there, Rage was there. Yeah. I mean, there was a ton of fucking bands. So you could buy the pay-per-view.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They talk about that.
And we watched the pay-per-view over at my buddy Corey's house for the 3 days, right? We watched the pay-per-view every other night or every night that was on, right? And it was a huge deal. Yeah. I mean, obviously couldn't be there, right?
Well, they give you all the details of how everything went to shit, like fast. And then the guy, what was his name? No, I can't. Something Lang. Kyle Lang, something like that. He's the one who put it together, and they interviewed him on the documentary, and he said that like a couple months after the documentary was made, he passed away. Ooh. But they give you like all the backstage stuff, like they give you like all the details that people didn't know. Like he was like right after the first day, the whole thing just started taking a shit. But meanwhile, everybody that put it together, they would come out, and even the mayor at that point, because I think it happened at a what's it called, a hangar.
And like an airport, an airfield, right?
Yeah. And so it happened there in New York. And they had like accommodations for people, but like pretty soon, like the vendors who started to realize, oh, these people have no water, or the water that they have there, it was filthy water. So they started raising their bottles of water to like $12 for a tiny water. It's like people started being miserable, so they started destroying everything. And so they had like little sinks set up by the shitters. Talking about hundreds of shitters. And there was like so many people waiting to get a little bit of water that the people broke the pipes, so the water just sprays everywhere, and so it started filling up the ground, right?
Which got into the shitters.
We got into the shitters. Now the shitters, the first day after the shitters, there was people that couldn't even open the door because there was shit outside of the shitter. And so when this water started to rise and started to make muddy water, people would dive in it because it was so fucking hot. They were literally diving in shit water.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Shit water. And there was a girl that gets interviewed.
Could you imagine me there?
You would have to be high as fuck for you to enjoy it, dude. They started throwing the like the towers, like the sound towers, like the guys would say, like, you guys need to get the fuck out of, like, it's all radios. And then they say, like, the security guys, they were just people. They were like young kids that they would say, hey, do you want to make $500 in 3 days? They're like, yeah, dude. Like, all right, just put the shirt on. I was like, okay. And then there was one guy that talks about having the fucking shirt, and some random fucking guy say, hey, does that shirt make you go on like backstage with the people? And he was like, yeah. And he goes, I give you $400 for your shirt. And he goes, all right. So he gave him the shirt, and then he's like, I have another one in the trailer. So he goes and puts it on the shirt.
Oh,
and this fucking random person just
handing out shirts
to go in the back. But it gives you everything. And then at the end, they were saying that there's gonna be like a major act that was gonna close the event. So the Red Hot Chili Peppers came out, Flea, butt naked.
Oh yeah.
You saw fucking slapping his bass, slapping his dick. He would put his bass on the side and just make his fucking dick.
Yeah,
and you
doing the
see it
helicopter,
because they show
right?
you everything.
Yeah.
Everybody was showing tits, and then they go to the bad part of it, because now the women, they were like enjoying, because it was so hot, they were taking their clothes off. But then there was just guys that would just reach out and grab a tit.
them, right?
There was a girl that got raped in a bus, and like one of the guys that actually put it together, she was like, I could not believe what happened, because I walked in and you can see this girl is like literally like probably 15 years old, and she was putting her pants on, and then this fucking guy was drugs everywhere. There was a girl that they interviewed, and she was like, well, yeah, I love it and everything, but she was like, I people got away with me, and I was 14. And like, and at the end of the event, they interviewed her, they were asking her, and when she was younger, and then they asked her, so did you have fun? He goes, yeah. Would you do it again? She goes, oh yeah. But then now that she's talking when she's older, she was like, I was 14.
Right.
People were grabbing me everywhere. Like whatever girl was
Crowd
surf.
Yeah.
They will get to whatever they're getting. They didn't have any panties. They didn't have no bras.
No, that's how it always is at concerts, though. That's how it's always been at concerts.
Yeah.
Like I was mind boggled. Have you ever crowd surfed?
No, fuck no.
No, you haven't?
No, dude. I'm just afraid. Have you really?
Oh, dude.
I'm just afraid that I would jump, and then
In
like
my teens,
by the time they put me down, I'm like, well, I don't know where my fucking people is.
In my teens, all the time.
Really,
dude? All the time.
You ever get group?
I got punched a lot.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you never wanted to go on your front. You always wanted to stay on your back. Because, guys were punching you, right? Because the crowd would throw you, you'd land on people, and they would just fucking boom, they would just start fucking you up, right? Me being little, it wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, and then I would sit back and watching the girls that all go by, and you just all the sickest motherfuckers would just be grabbing chicks.
Apparently, the biggest act.
Dude, I crowd surfed at White Zombie and Pantera. It's Saltaire.
Yo, Rob Zombie was here, right? A few days ago. Came with Mudvayne.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they're on tour together. I didn't know they were here.
They were here 2 days ago.
96.
Damn.
96. Yeah, so I was 15.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
so I crowd surfed then. Absolutely.
Were you drinking all that?
everything. I was smoking pot at that time.
Yes.
I was. I remember.
Look at that look. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna grab another beer.
I remember going to the same venue, Saltaire.
Yeah.
And seeing. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The Misfits.
Okay.
Opened up for Megadeth.
Ooh.
And I dropped acid.
Yo.
This was 90.
Why is it called dropping acid?
90. Because I dropped it on my tongue.
They're drops.
That was
right?
in a fucking Visine
Oh,
bottle.
my bad.
90. Might have been about that time. 98. I would think 98 maybe.
These guys were talking about at the end of the so the Red Hot Chili Peppers played. Oh no, first of all, they said that the biggest act that everybody was waiting for was Korn.
Yeah.
And Korn came out and lit the fucking place up. You know how fucking Korn comes out and goes, and people heard that shit and they went ape shit.
You ever
dude.
seen Korn?
Yeah, a couple times.
Same venue, Saltaire, that little venue, when they just came out with Life is Peachy.
Yeah.
So they had the first album. They just came out with Life is Peachy, and
I
it
saw-
was just
I saw Korn at the Saltaire with Limp Bizkit. It was Korn, Limp Bizkit. There was another band that I think they canceled, and Philly's band played too.
oh nice.
That's good. Probably the only show I've been, and that's when I saw Fred Durst crowd surfing. But he was like standing on hands. He would fucking be singing. That's cool shit, dude. Like when you can do that shit, dude.
Yo, concerts were different in like the 90s
Yeah.
and like early 2000s.
Yeah.
I mean, about the early 2000s, I kind of got away from concerts. But 90s, that was my life. Like from 94 at 13 years old to 99, 2000, I went to everything.
Yeah.
Every band that was ever like big at that point, I saw everybody.
What do you think it is? Social media? The phones?
What do you, but there's no social media then.
No, I'm saying, what do you think it's changed? The fact that everybody's on their phone,
I just
maybe
grew
taking
up.
a pic.
I just grew up, and it just wasn't like a
you said it's
priority
not-
for me.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you
I think maybe it was just the
like the shows have changed.
yeah. I think
I'm
no.
sure.
I think just music in general from that era to then, it was just like a different vibe. It was almost like a reckless, like rebel kind of thing to go to a concert. Then they weren't regulated the way they are right now. Like
Hmm.
it was just people worry about not me, but I know for a fact we're like, man, I'd like to go in and take a joint in there or whatever. In the 90s, dude, you just went in there. Nobody searched you. Nobody gave you nobody. It was just a free for all, right?
Yeah.
All of the drugs were all the stuff. When I went to see Megadeth and the Misfits, I didn't plan on doing acid. It was just there, and a stupid me. Now that I think about it, having kids, like I'm sure my mom's listening to this, like what the fuck, right? But I didn't give a shit. I was just like, oh yeah, you have that? Are you sure? Yeah, give it to me, and I'll do it. Just one of those stupid things. And you hear the horror stories about
Yeah.
people, right? Getting fucked up and getting raped. I was little. I'm surprised I didn't get raped.
Maybe you don't remember.
Maybe. Or maybe I liked him.
So at the end of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, they sang, and then that guy Michael Lang, I think it was called. His name was. He said, "Hey, bring Red Hot Chili Peppers back, and we're gonna give away candles." And so instantly people started going like, "You can't have candles. Like it goes against all the protocols when it comes to fire prevention and stuff like that." And all of a sudden they were playing, and everybody was with their candles and shit. And then all of a sudden, fire breaks out,
Right.
And then it starts fucking burning, and people start throwing fucking. They painted like a whole wall to separate the rest of the base for where the area was gonna be. They broke that down, throw it on the. And then the way they're explaining it to him is like then one fire started, and then one guy decides to bring his fucking like his mobile home through the fucking
The crowd?
the crowd. Now he wasn't running over anybody, but it was like
Just
it was like,
slowly fucking.
yo, there was 250,000 people just all gathered in one place, and then there's this fucking mobile home just going by. There's people dancing on top of it and shit. They stopped the whole concert. They stopped it. What's the name of this fucking Slim? Is it Slim Boy Slim?
Fat Boy Slim. He was playing right about now.
Yeah, he was playing, and they said,
Funk
"Stop
Soul
the music.
Rubber.
We gotta get that fucker out." And then as soon as they stopped the music with him, and said, "We gotta get that trailer out," then people started going ape shit until they cut his set short. And then it's like, you need to get the fuck out of here before something happens to you. I mean,
I'm gonna have to watch it, dude.
It's so good, dude.
Because I clearly remember watching it. And what we saw on pay-per-views, we watched the bands, because you could go to the menu and you would watch each stage that you wanted. So, I want to watch this band. Yeah. We spent hours watching that shit.
Yeah.
My buddy's parents were so cool. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll get it." They didn't give a fuck because they were into music. I remember his dad sitting on the recliner, fucking banging on that. Shout out to Mark. I still talk to him all the time.
That's another thing that you don't see anymore. You don't have as much access to watch a concert on TV.
Yeah, they don't live stream those very well.
There is a channel on. I used to have it on not Comcast. What was it? Xfinity. That is all about live performances, but it's not a concert.
Like, I had that.
Paludia, something like that. It's got like a butterfly logo.
Yeah.
So that channel is all
Puto,
about.
That's what it was.
Puto, yeah. I got it. Yo, remind me to tell you a story about Puto. All right. It's so funny. But so that channel is all about live performances.
Yeah.
But it's not a concert. Like that. Do you think that can be done right now? Like a major event, like you're talking about. First of all, there's people that gotta put the money for it, because obviously all these bands, they gotta get paid, especially if you're bringing top-notch bands.
Why wouldn't? So you can put your VR headset and watch an NBA game. Why couldn't you put your VR headset on?
Doesn't that take away though?
Does it? Because you're gonna watch it from TV, right? Of course, it's better live.
Yeah,
everything's better live. But if you can't be there, why wouldn't you buy a ticket to watch it on a VR set where you can see everything?
I guess you're right.
Not get groped.
You get virtual titties. I mean, I have when we brought him here.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you? Like, because you can watch a professional basketball or football game. Why wouldn't you watch that whole metaverse thing?
Now,
makes you think about that, right?
Should I buy one of those, dude?
Yes.
So the
just a pair of shoes for you.
The games that you're watching, is it live games on TV?
Yes. You can pick your seat. It's like certain seats, like mid-court, one side or the other. It's a good seat, and you just sit and watch it.
I want to fucking do it.
Get one.
I should.
Now they're getting good. They're getting better and better and better.
You know what else I watched?
What'd you watch?
I don't know if you saw
Arsenio Hall.
No, I saw Jerry. No, I saw. I don't know if you saw this, but Joe Rogan posted the picture of the new movie of Predator. It's called Prey. New Predator. That's good. So I passed out because your boy doesn't sleep.
Oh, so you watched the whole thing?
No. I started watching it, and I'm because my sleeping is shitty, so I passed out. But it was good. But it takes you like way back, like 1917. Oh yeah. Like it started like in a tribe in like the forest or something.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's pretty good. Like I mean, for what I saw, it was pretty fucking.
Was
cool.
that on Netflix? Mm-hmm. Really?
No, Hulu.
Oh okay.
You don't have Hulu?
I think I do. Yeah.
It's called Prey. It's good shit.
One show you need to watch.
Okay.
Do you have Amazon?
Yeah.
Prime?
Yeah.
You got to watch The Boys.
I think I've seen it. Not like seen the.
So when I got told about this, I was not sold on it. It took somebody telling me, yapping in my ear, you got to watch this, you got to watch this, you got to watch this, right? Mm-hmm. And so so here's the premises. And this is where I says no, it's not for me. It's not for me,
It's not
right?
gusto.
It's not for me. It's about superheroes.
Okay.
Okay, and I was like, I'm not into superhero movies. I don't watch the
You're
fucking
like, check, please.
Yeah, the whatever, the Marvels, whatever. This is all no. If you could imagine like the adult world of superheroes, this is what it is. So they just wrapped up season 3. You've got to watch this show. What they get away with on this show shouldn't be in today's
TV.
world, dude.
Yeah. Which is our favorite.
Dude, like, you'll dig this. And I swear to God, go home and start it. Like, from the get-go, it's the most gory, perverted, like...
Nice.
There's one part. I'm only going to tell you this one part, right? There's a superhero that can go, like, normal size, and then he can shrink down very small, like this big, right?
It's called Ant-Man.
He's a homosexual, right?
Oh, nice.
And so for his boyfriend, he climbs into his urethra. and I'm telling you, like, it sounds corny, but it's so well done that he's walking through it and he's all putting his hands along it as he's walking through it. And these guys all, getting off on this. And then the guy, because they're high on cocaine, he goes, achoo, and he sneezes and he expands to a fucking, like, actual size and disintegrates this fucking dude. It's the most vulgar show I've ever seen in my life. But it's good. So it's called The Boys.
Okay.
You gotta watch it. So it's normal people against
So
what
it's
they
a series?
Yeah. So it's against what they call the soups.
Yeah.
The superheroes. I won't get any. You gotta watch that shit.
The one that I saw, my tattoo artist put me into like this show that John Cena is a superhero.
Yeah, see, I tried that one. It's
You didn't like
nothing
it?
like
Okay.
this.
But
This
like you
one's
get to see you get to see his ass and he's banging a hooker and shit.
This one's.
And he has an eagle as a pet.
Here's my problem with this though. That Soups movie,
Yeah.
all dongs,
Oh really?
no tits,
Well, hey,
all dongs.
Hey, you know.
You're all, hey, what was it again?
Hey, is there time now? Okay.
Yeah, right. Right. So I was like, it's like a 10-1.
You feel used?
10-1 dongs over tits. I'm like, well, what the hell, man? But what they get away with on this show. You're like, in today's cancel whatever culture, they shouldn't be playing this.
I remember I told Brian about that John Cena one, and then I said, by the way, I'm like, do not bring King into this.
Oh yeah, it's.
And like, that's not for him. And he goes, oh, okay.
Promise me you'll go watch this.
Yeah, I will.
Because I was not about
I
it.
gotta go finish that movie though.
Remember
that
Dano?
Prey. Yeah.
He's the one that told me about
did
it.
he?
He's like, dude, you gotta watch. You can't fucking. It's good shit. I watched that. I finally, after how long has it been? Finally watched Stranger Things. I finished it yesterday.
I haven't watched that yet.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The scene where he's fucking playing Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I haven't gotten into that one either. I haven't gotten to that. I gotta go finish that Prey movie. It's pretty good. It's pretty cool. But it's just like you know, like those movies when you start getting the sounds like you know how like Predator does the sound, you know, whatever.
He's all
That's
like
not,
that?
No, that's not.
oh, it's not
That's like
Jason.
I was gonna say that's one of those
Yeah, he's all,
other guys.
I know what you're talking about.
But he looks good. I didn't even get to see what he looked like because obviously he gets dropped into Earth and then you get to see him like camouflaged.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how I got to see him. And then I literally started going like, I'm like this is good, but I'm like, once my body's doing this, I'm like I gotta listen to it because I don't do that a lot.
Usually, what time do you fall asleep?
Literally, we're 11:30, 12
Really?
to wake up at 5.
5? What time you got to be to work?
7.
Yo, what kind of fucking slave drivers you got over there?
It's just me. Like I don't. I could ease. I wish I could just.
So
I wish I could just wake up at 6:30 and just be like, oh, I get done in 10 seconds and I'm ready to go. I'm like, I need all the fucking time, dude.
really?
Yeah.
So to be, and you're not so the job you're on today, how long does it take you to get there from the time you get in your truck to there?
20 minutes.
If that, right? You need to wake up at 5 a.m. What do you do?
I usually wake up. The first thing I do, I literally wake up and I instantly
Wake up!
grab a put a little makeup. I usually wake up and I instantly grab my phone and I go through
That's what fucks you right there.
I go through the Zillows. I'm still trying to buy me a house
you do
that I can't afford. I go through usually here's one thing that fucks me, and I will come out clean on this. I cannot stand my phone having any notifications.
Neither can
I don't care if it's an email. I don't care if it's an Instagram. I don't care if it's Facebook. Just I have to look. I have to go through them. So I open Facebook, and then there's usually a couple, and I go, oh, okay, so and so. I've gotten some random fucking friend requests from people that I'm like, what the fuck? And then one of my cousins want to be my friend. I'm like, well, I thought we were friends. So when that shit happens,
don't do it.
I usually go to the first one and get
Right.
I guess I shouldn't, but I didn't ask this time. I usually go to the one I have, get rid of it, and then accept this one.
You shouldn't do that.
I know. You just say that, and I just went, oh, I think I just.
So that everybody, because you say, hey, if you get a friend request from me, don't accept it because I got hacked.
Yeah.
Now you just.
Now I just open my legs to them. God damn it, because I've done that. You know who? Remember Nate, Company One?
Yeah.
I asked him one time. I said, "Did you just send me a?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, "We just got hacked." And he's like, "Fuck."
Be careful.
And then he went on and put, "Hey,
don't accept any friend request from me. I just got hacked." Yeah, don't do that.
Because it was the same photo too, but
yeah, they're getting savvy.
that and a couple of businesses too. That I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, how about that picture I sent you of that chick in that bra? Remember, I'm like, hi, been thinking about you.
Oh yeah.
What are you up to, right? And it was a Utah number.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Right, but it was like a legit Utah number.
Now this
and
is
sometimes
this is to your social or to your
this
phone?
is to my personal phone.
Okay.
Like I just get a text them all on a Sunday.
Yeah. That's
Open it up them all. Hi, I've been thinking about you. What are you up to?
I've been thinking about you.
It's this chick in a bra, and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I was like, most of the time when I get spam ones, I click on it, and there's like 30 contacts.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no. And so I was like, so what did I sent it to you, y'all. What did you say? You're all
Did you give it to her?
Yo, what are you up to? Or let her know, right? so I text,
so? What
I text, yeah, exactly. So I text him like the AHHH. I'm like, dot. I think you have the wrong number. And I sent it. I didn't hear anything back, right? Ooh. So I'm driving my truck. I got my intern. I was like, yo, I got the weirdest text message the other day.
Oh, no shit.
He's all, I says, look at this. And so I open it and I show him. He's
Same
like,
hooker.
He's all, pulls his phone out. Different phone number. Same picture.
Photo? Whoa.
Same words. Hey, what are you up to? I've been thinking about you. He's like, my girlfriend got the same one as well.
God damn.
How crazy is that?
Yo, you want to hear something crazy? Tuesday or Wednesday, I get this text early from I forgot to send it to you. I get this text early from Mr. Dre Rocca.
The number one Chief Rocca?
Yeah, and it was about a little bit of a clip of a couple guys talking, and I think part of it is a documentary and part of it is a podcast, because there's two guys talking to microphones just like this. And it's about a serial killer here in Salt Lake. Oh, no way. Killing homeless people.
Oh, no way.
And I think the reason why he sent it to me, I swear to God, I'm gonna show it to you. One of the images, literally, Justin, The building right across the street.
Get
from
the
here.
fuck out of here.
I kid you not. There's people walking and they're filming behind them. You see the bar over here in the corner. I mean, but so for what I hear, there is a guy that they keep getting arrested in like suspicious of it or something like that. But they let him go again. They always let him go. And now there's like that conspiracy of like, are they trying to get rid of
homeless
people? Because I mean, truth be told,
as I get off the freeway every time and I come down, where do I turn at? What is this? What's that road out here? 600 West? Yeah. So I go to 5th, turn down 5th right there where the homeless center is. There's always cops there. And they're always breaking up the camps, right? But there's 50, 60 people lying down the way, right? Every time I come by, there's more and more and more and more and more, right? So I come down, I go down 6 West. It's funny you say this. I'm driving down here today to get to the studio, and I thought, it's more and more and more every time. And remember at a time when it was like, you probably don't remember this, but like the 90s, coming downtown was like the thing.
Yeah.
It was like you were in New York fucking city. And now obviously as a kid in Syracuse, I grew up in the fucking sticks, right? But to come downtown, it was like, I'm in New York City high rise. There's high class people everywhere. That is not the case anymore, man. It is slowly becoming San Francisco or LA, right?
Homeless town.
More and more. So it's funny you say that because that's a great conspiracy right there.
Dude, so
I'd like to know what the name of that fucking
I'll
documentary
send it
is.
to you.
If
I have
that's
it
what
here.
it is.
I have it here. And then I'll tell you the little conversation that I have with Dre. Because like he says, that's his story to tell. But but the weirdest thing about it was I was working with George, and he called me to ask me something. Hey, do you need me to do this? Or you need me to do that? And then
He's all, yeah, fuck the homeless, right?
And then I stopped. He's like, yeah, dude, they don't get my fucking shoes dirty. I'm like, George, I can't talk like that.
So what all these blacks do now, do that? Fucking George.
That's not Patreon material right there.
No.
No, but he was like, he said, oh, he's like, what he actually says, he called me, we're in different machines,
right.
And then he goes, well, I'll let you go so you can go back to your podcast. And I was like, oh, okay. And I think he said, no, I'm actually listening to music or something like that. And then he told me, no, I'm actually trying to find this podcast. This is exactly what he says. I'm trying to find this podcast about, it's here, local podcast here in Utah, and they're talking about a serial killer that is killing homeless people. I stop my machine and I go, George, you are going to shit yourself. I'm like, 45 minutes ago, and I sent it to him. I said, 45 minutes ago, I got this sent to me. And it's like, that is the exact fucking video that I saw.
No shit.
That I wanted to find what the podcast is.
I'm very interested.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll have it here.
It's like the cold cases with the KSL.
Yeah.
That is really what spun me on like, ooh, when people can do that, you got something, right?
Like you think about how big it is, the fact that they keep catching one person and then they're like, well, they let him go again.
Because they don't have evidence.
But yo, the number, I kid you not, the number that is said on the video is 40 people in 6 months.
No way.
Yep. And no one, and there's a girl that they're interviewing, and she's inside of her tent, and she's reading things, and then she goes, they keep catching this guy, and then they let him go. All that shit just fucking gets me a boner, dude.
Does it get you a boner, or does it make you think?
I mean, it gives me like a curiosity boner. Like I really want to. Like
that's what I'm getting at.
Obviously, it's like I don't ever see me like I'm going to find out what's going on or like trying to get into this or that.
The other side of the Beehive, bounty hunters. can
let our
catch
hairs
it.
grow, dude. Like
fucking old ladies.
dog,
Yeah,
bunny.
old ladies. We can put beads in. Oh, you already got them. You're
Oh, God
already
damn
there.
it. I would look.
No, you're the Mexican dog hunter. What's a dog?
Perro. Perro, the bounty hunter. And just put a face on Memo.
I could be his son. I'm that shitty crackhead white son. I'll wear those safety glasses
Safety glasses and a fucking bulletproof vest.
with shit on my legs.
No guns, all
No
spray,
guns.
all
No,
pepper
paintball
spray,
guns. Paintball guns and pepper spray.
and a taser.
The pedals.
But don't forget your gloves.
Fingerless ones, too. The pedals.
The perro.
Oh.
Holy shit. That is so fucking funny.
Yo, send me that. I'm interested.
Yeah, I will.
But at the end of the day, you wonder why this guy always carries a gun with him.
Okay.
Me!
Oh yeah.
Coming down here.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I do wanna go get me one. And listen, I got credit card ready to go, dude. We can just go and go.
Why not? You fucking...
What?
You buy a gun every fucking week. Every 3 days.
I win him.
Oh, shit.
The ones I won today. Brian ended up buying him too.
Oh, he did? Congratulations, B.
So, get out of here.
I think so.
Get out of here. After that,
I'm
big- after that big
fly-headed now.
laugh. You can catch me at Angel Severa on Instagram, Angel Severa on Facebook. That's my last name, Cervera. I'm also doing the No Hablo Dre Español with our guy Dre. We are giving a $50 gift card, so it doesn't get any easier than that. All you gotta do is wait for the right post. He will post it on his story or on his wall, and then I'll put it on my story. All you gotta do is grab your phone and just type where you're listening from, and you might just win a $50 gift card. That's as easy as it gets.
Lord_long_balls with a Z on the gram. Go to the YouTube page. Give us a subscribe. Hit the notification button. We upload every Monday. Yeah, give us a like. Share us if you would. And then, like I said early in the episode, we're gonna share the what are those? What are they called?
GoFundMe.
The GoFundMe. Anything helps. So,
Yeah.
so please help out. That's a Beehive family. So, yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for hanging out with us. You know where to find Brian. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there, and we will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Peace.